Alright, so wait, Ryan, I believe we're recording now. Alright, so I just want to go over with you what you missed today. So if you go to your cursus and everything, sorry, I'm not finding my mouse right now. Oh, there it is. You should be able to find your way to day 12. Here is just some nice Kia practice for you if you're looking for some extra help with the second declension. And then over here is the notes that we went over today. So let's go ahead and run through those. So you're going to open up your notes. The other item is here is your homework for this evening if you want to give that a try. Again, not impacting your grade, but you can give it a try. And then over here is the answer the questions. This goes along with workbook page 9, exercise 5. It's a little story. So you want to translate the story and then answer the questions. If you could, do your best to maybe get this done for me because I'm using it to kind of help identify where you guys need help with instruction. So it'd be really great if you could try to do this at least tonight. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, and that's fine. But see if you can do it and see what happens. So open up your notes and let's talk about the genitive and the vocative cases. Okay, so two new cases is the deal with prepositional phrases. So the genitive case. It's used to show possession. In English, we're used to seeing it with apostrophe S's. So the teacher's book, the girl's father, the song of the bird. When you look at it in Latin, these words have just been changed over into the genitive case. Oops, sorry. So as they're changed over into the genitive case, you can see that the book is the teacher. So the book of the teacher. Pater is your subject, puellarum, that is genitive plural, so that's the girl's father again. And then avis is also genitive, cantus is the song, but avis is the genitive, and that's a third declension one, so that would be why you probably don't recognize it. And that's okay. It's just kind of a, hey, looking forward type thing. Alright, so with that genitive case, it's used to show possession, meaning that the genitive case is used for the possessor. There is no Latin word of in regards to possession, therefore. So what is the possessor? If you look at the sentence, Ovid's poetry, well, not sentence, the phrase, Ovid's poetry, you would find out that Ovid is the possessor. Alright? So, as you're going through, what do you think the possessor is in the boys' mother? Hopefully you said boys', so yes, yay. And how about the book of the man? Who is the possessor? That would be the man, you're right. Okay? Alright, so nota bene is just a good note, a good thing for you to know. It's not every use of in English will imply possession. So, of can be used when one noun modifies another. That of is like a ship of this kind or a wall of 100. Okay? Latin uses the genitive case for these of ideas. So we will be using that, but we're not ready to talk about it yet because we're just not there grammatically. So keep that in mind. I'll remind you of it. So right now, though, genitive is for possession. Okay? Vocative is for direct address. Alright, so you have puella is in the vocative, and you're just basically screaming out, girl. Discipule is also in the vocative, so you're crying out, student. Alright, and then just a reminder from yesterday, filius is irregular. It's the irregular vocative. It's what we'll call an IUS, second declension. We'll talk about that more later, but it just means that vocative form is fili. Okay? Last but not least is prepositional phrases. In those preposition is a word which shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in the sentence. It can indicate anything from position, direction, time, manner, means, or agent. There are two components, and that includes the preposition itself as well as the object of the preposition. And that's the same in English. So hopefully you're remembering that from your English classes. Alright, so in English, you have the preposition in to indicate position, to for direction, for time, with for manner or means, and by with agent. In Latin, basically, you're still indicating position, direction, time, manner, means, an agent or direction. The thing that's changed is the preposition itself, possibly, and that the object of the preposition will require a certain case. So, in plus the ablative will indicate position, and it means in or on. In plus the accusative will mean into, and it's meaning a direction. Pro plus the ablative is for or time. For meaning time, and then cum with the ablative is with, and that's indicating manner or means. Ar-ab takes the ablative and it means by, from, away, or away from, and it's the agent or direction. Ar-ab works like a or on in English. So if the preposition, if the object of the preposition is a begins with a consonant, you will use a. If it begins with a vowel, you will use ab. Okay? A complete list of your prepositions is on page 405. Okay? One last thing about prepositions, they're different in every language, and you're going to find out that we're not going to use prepositions that frequently in Latin. But, you know, we'll get there. So, here are some sentences. I want you to go ahead and try to diagram them out, at least try to translate them, and then when you have those diagrammed out or translated, I just want you to basically show them to me and we'll talk through them. We did all the diagramming on the board in class today, and I don't have that on the screen. We just did it right on the whiteboard. So try these out, and then what we'll do is we'll go over it together when you come back. All right. Again, try to do that about the workbook page, page 9, exercise 5. Try to do that, as well as the KIA quiz that's attached with it. If you could try to do those things, that would be great. The other things are just kind of periphery to help you out. They're auxiliary activities. Same with this. Same with these diagramming the sentences. So hope you're feeling better, and voila.